Okay, so now I'm going to talk about the centers that I made for language arts and literacy. And what I did, the first one has to do with writing, but writing in a different way, not just with pen and pencil. So what I would do is, have a bunch of yarn and cut pieces, different lengths. A lot of these are short, but some are longer in there. But cut pieces, different lengths. There's a longer one. And this would be like spider web. So I would have the children write words from the story with their spider web. And some children will be able to just write the words from looking at cards on sentence strip like this. Spider, duck, different words. I dropped one. Dog, different words. So maybe they could take in and I'll try and do it backwards so you could see. But make an S and then make a P and then make an I, and they could find different lengths that would work for them, and continue on and make spider or whatever word they wanted. And then some children, because I want to make it developmentally appropriate for everyone, and people are at different places, sometimes within one class, obviously. So maybe some people need to put it on top of the word written. So here's the word fly, and they could find, different lengths that will work. Well, they would want to start with F, right? To go in order. And then this would help them write and form the letters to the word fly. And then they could do L, and then Y. And so this would be like writing with spiderweb. So I thought that would be fun and help them learn what letters are in the words and how to form those letters. And then also this is really good for fine motor. And then, you could do it where it's just lines or dots like this too if you want, instead of doing the solid word. So that's the idea for the first center, which I think would be fun. And they could write their own name, even if they want, with the spider web. And you could have all kind of different vocabulary words from the story for that they could write. And then the next center I would do is I would have a flannel board, like a flannel storyboard. And I have a big one, but it's at my center, which I can't get to right now. But we did have some flannel in the package I got from Point Loma. So I put some on the wall just to kind of mimic a flannel board. But you could have a nice big flannel board set up in the classroom, in the area of the classroom. And then I would have a basket that had the characters on felt, and then I would also have words again on pieces of the sentence strip paper, because I really liked that. It was easy to write on. And I had these cool Velcro pieces in my package too, so you could use them to stick on the flannel board. But the purpose of the flannel board center would be two things. One, the children could retell the story again to their friends and, talk about what happened and put it in order. Like, oh, let me tell you the story of the very busy spider. First, the spider came and landed on the fence post in the farmyard and stick it to the board. And then she made a web, and they could add those things. And the cool part about it is, the child is speaking and retelling the story, and the other children that are listening, they're taking in and hearing the story. And also this really promotes creative arts and dramatic play, because they can be really expressive. They can act the story out as they're telling it. So I like those aspects of it. And then the other one was they could use the flannel board to do things like this, match the picture to the words. and say, oh, here's a spider. Put it on the right way, right? And what does the word spider look like? You know, what word goes with spider? What does it start with? What sound is that? Is it a long word? Is it a short word? Is it this word? You know, and they can match it up. Or you could have words up here like owl, pig, fly, right? Okay, which animal goes with which? And then they could figure it out. Oh, fly, you know. And this helps with word recognition and seeing the letters written out that are in the words, and, you know, matching the words to the picture. So there's different things they could do with the flannel board, and different ways they could play, and they could play with each other and incorporate dramatic play and stuff in there also. And then the last thing I made is a game, which is really cool because I like this one because it's active. So it's gonna, oh, and I forgot to mention too, this one's good also for fine motor because they're putting things on and taking them off. Not as good as the spider web to me, but still fine motor. So this one is a game, and it's like a big dice, and it has different pictures on it. You know, rooster, cat, that's starting to come off, sheep, spider, fly, different things on there, and it's written, so it has the picture again, and it has the word, so they can recognize this is a rooster, this is what the word rooster looks like, these are the letters in the word rooster, it's a longer word, so again, it's helping recognize those words and the beginning skills of reading. So how you would play this is you would, you know, roll the dice, and then whatever it lands on, say sheep, and I would make this kind of something I would try to do in steps, because if I make it longer, they're going to keep them more engaged with different things. So first I would say, like, maybe let's roll the dice, and I mean, you could do this at circle time, or you could have this out in the classroom where once you've kind of introduced it at circle time, they could do it on their own. But I would say, you know, tell me what you land on. Roll the dice and tell me what you land on. What is this? And then they would say sheep, because that's the beginning of, okay, this is a sheep and this is the word sheep, and it's kind of just focusing on that. And then, you know, everyone could go around and have a turn, and then you could say, okay, I want you to tell me what you land on, and then tell me what sound that animal makes, you know? So they could roll, and then, well, again, land on sheep, but they would say, oh, I got sheep, Miss Kelly. Bah, sheep goes bah, right? And then I would say, okay, this time I want you to act out and show me what a sheep does, or whatever they land on. Whatever you land on, act out. So hopefully I'll get something other than a sheep, but let's see. Oh my gosh. Yay, rooster. Okay, so I got a rooster. Rooster says cock-a-doodle-doo, and then they could act out a rooster. I don't really know how to act out a rooster. I'm trying to think. I want to go like this, but that's like a duck. So that's funny, right, Yvonne?
Yeah.
I mean, here's a good one. If you land on fly, you could be like, buzz, right? So it makes it fun, and they can move around the classroom and do, but it makes it fun because they're making the sound, they're making the body motions, so they have gross motor, and then again, the word recognition and just seeing the word written out, how it's spelled, and the beginning of reading and just word recognition. But this is a fun one because it's really interactive, and it gets them moving, and I'm sure they will be laughing when each other make the noise and act like different animals, so that will be fun. And that's my project. So thank you, everybody.